Have you ever noticed something strange? We claim to hate liars, we say we value honesty, but look around. Lies are everywhere. We're drowning in them. Why? Because lies are easier. They're comfortable. Truth hurts. Think about it. When someone pays you a compliment, do you automatically question it, or do you just smile and say thank you? We're wired to accept the easy path, and lies are a shortcut we take at our own peril. The problem is, lies don't exist in a vacuum. One lie begets another. Soon, we're living in a world where truth is a rare commodity. And that's dangerous. Because when truth loses its value, so does everything else. Let's be clear. Lying isn't new. It's as old as humanity itself. From the earliest days of civilization, people have found ways to bend the truth to suit their needs. Whether it was to gain power, avoid punishment, or simply to make themselves look better, deception has always been a part of our social fabric. Politicians have been stretching the truth since, well, forever. Ancient Roman senators, medieval kings, and modern-day leaders all share this common thread. They know that words have power, and they wield them like weapons, often with little regard for the truth. Remember Nixon? The Watergate scandal proved that even the highest office isn't above a little dirty dealing. It was a wake-up call for many, showing that even those we trust to lead us can be deeply flawed. The tapes, the hearings, the resignations, it was a drama that captivated the nation and left a lasting scar on American politics. And the media? Don't get me started. Remember yellow journalism? Sensationalism sells. Newspapers in the late 19th and early 20th centuries were notorious for their exaggerated and often false stories designed to sell more copies. It was a time when the line between fact and fiction was often blurred, and the public was left to navigate a sea of misinformation. Facts? Not so much. The point is, we've always had to sift through the muck to find the truth. It's a tedious process, but a necessary one. In a world where information is power, the ability to discern fact from fiction is more crucial than ever. But it feels different now, doesn't it? More pervasive, more insidious. The digital age has brought with it a new era of deception. With the rise of social media and 24-hour news cycles, misinformation spreads like wildfire. It's no longer just about selling newspapers, it's about clicks, likes, and shares. Maybe it's the speed at which information travels now. A lie can circle the globe before the truth has even put its shoes on. In seconds, a false story can reach millions, causing real-world consequences before anyone has a chance to fact-check. Whatever the reason, we're at a tipping point. We've become so accustomed to lies that we barely bat an eye anymore. It's a dangerous place to be, where skepticism turns into cynicism, and trust becomes a rare commodity. And that's the real danger. When we become numb to deception, we become complicit in our own downfall. It's not just about being lied to, it's about the erosion of trust, the breakdown of our social contract. If we can't believe in the information we receive, how can we make informed decisions? How can we hold those in power accountable? The stakes are higher than ever, and the need for vigilance has never been greater. Why are lies so darn effective? It's a question that has puzzled philosophers, psychologists, and everyday people for centuries. Lies have a unique power to captivate and control, often more so than the truth. But why is that? Because they often sound good. Lies are crafted to be appealing, to resonate with our desires and hopes. They are designed to be exactly what we want to hear, making them incredibly seductive. They appeal to our emotions. They confirm our biases. When a lie aligns with what we already believe or want to believe, it feels like validation. This emotional connection makes lies stick in our minds, often more firmly than the truth. They tell us what we want to hear. In a world full of uncertainties and complexities, lies offer simple, comforting answers. They provide a sense of certainty and control, even if it's false. And who doesn't like the sound of their own echo chamber? We surround ourselves with people and information that reinforce our existing beliefs. This creates a feedback loop where lies are repeated and amplified, making them seem even more credible. Hannah Arendt, a political theorist, nailed it when she said, "The ideal subject of totalitarian rule is not the convinced Nazi or the convinced communist, but people for whom the distinction between fact and fiction, true and false, no longer exists." Think about that. When the lines between reality and falsehood blur, people become malleable, easy to control, but people for whom the distinction between fact and fiction, true and false, no longer exists. Think about that. When we lose our grip on reality, we become easy to manipulate. Lies can be repeated so often that they start to feel like the truth, creating a distorted version of reality. When we lose our grip on reality, we become easy to manipulate. This is the ultimate goal of those who spread lies, to create a populace that is confused and disoriented, unable to discern the truth from falsehood. And that's exactly what those in power want. They want us confused, divided. When people are divided, they are easier to control. They are too busy fighting among themselves to challenge those in power, too busy arguing about nonsense to notice what's really going on. The more we focus on trivial disagreements, the less we pay attention to the bigger issues that truly matter. They know a divided public is a powerless public. When we are divided, we lack the unity and strength to demand change or hold those in power accountable. And they're exploiting that to the hilt. By keeping us divided and distracted, they maintain their power and continue to manipulate us for their own gain. It's a cycle that can only be broken by seeking the truth and standing united. Section 4. The Calculation of Deceit. Let's be honest, sometimes lying works. People get away with it. They get ahead. They get rich. And that sends a dangerous message. It tells others that honesty is for suckers. Studies have shown that people are more likely to lie when they believe they can get away with it. When the potential reward outweighs the risk, morality goes out the window. And in a world obsessed with success, is it any wonder that people are willing to cut corners? But here's the thing, lies are built on a foundation of sand. Eventually the tide comes in, and the truth washes everything away. And when that happens, the consequences can be devastating. Just ask anyone who's ever been caught in a web of lies. Section 5. The experts who betray us. We live in an age of specialization. We rely on experts to guide us. Doctors, scientists, economists, we trust them to tell us the truth. But what happens when even the experts start spinning tales? It's easier to swallow a lie, especially from someone we deem credible, than to confront an uncomfortable truth. Challenging the status quo takes effort. It takes critical thinking. And frankly, it's exhausting. We've seen this with climate change denial, the anti-vax movement, and countless other issues. Experts with agendas are happy to distort the truth for their own benefit, and when they do, they erode public trust and put lives at risk.
Breaking news.
Section 6. Living in a house of cards. This isn't just about hurt feelings or political maneuvering, this is about the erosion of our shared reality. When lies become the norm, we lose our ability to distinguish between fact and fiction. We start to doubt everything. We become cynical, apathetic. Why bother engaging in a world where truth is a moving target? This creates a pseudo-environment where conspiracy theories flourish and rational discourse becomes impossible. The consequences are all around us: political polarization, social unrest, and a general sense that things are falling apart. We can't address problems when we can't even agree on what those problems are. We're stuck in a quicksand of deception, and it's dragging us all down. Section 7. Reclaiming our reality. So what do? Give up? Accept that we're living in a post-truth world? Do we just throw our hands up in despair and let misinformation run rampant, unchecked and unchallenged? Hell no. We fight back, we demand better, we hold liars accountable, we stand up for the truth, even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. We become warriors for honesty and integrity. We start by being more critical of the information we consume. Who's saying it? What's their agenda? Are they trying to inform us or manipulate us? We need to dig deeper, look beyond the headlines and question the sources. What does the evidence actually say? We need to be willing to challenge our own biases and seek out diverse perspectives. It's not enough to just find information that confirms what we already believe. We need to actively seek out opposing viewpoints and understand the full picture. And when we see someone spreading misinformation, we call them out. We don't let falsehoods go unchallenged. We engage in respectful, fact-based discussions and provide evidence to counteract the lies. We need to make it socially unacceptable to lie. We need to make honesty cool again. Imagine a world where truth is valued and lies are shunned, where people take pride in being honest and transparent because the truth matters, facts matter, our shared reality depends on it. Without a common understanding of the truth, we can't have meaningful conversations or make informed decisions. Our society becomes fragmented and chaotic. This isn't easy. It takes effort. It takes dedication. It takes a commitment to truth and a willingness to stand up for what's right even when it's hard. But the alternative is far worse. The alternative is a world where truth is lost, and with it our freedom, our sanity, and our future. A world where lies and deceit become the norm and trust is eroded. We can't let that happen. We must reclaim our reality, one truth at a time.